Okay, so we're gonna check out different skill perk set build, and the dodge build is still the one that I think I prefer to use most of the time if I'm gonna play on Death Wish, I think, and even overkill sometimes. But lately, for the majority of the time, I'd say like 80%, maybe 90% of the time, I've been using a grinder skill build, I guess is the best way to is the best thing to call it, a grinder. The grinder perk set build, and it's really good. I like it, especially after playing with it for a while now. I've been trying to figure out exactly what I want the skill trees to look like, and again, I'm still not completely satisfied, but I haven't changed anything for a while, so I figured this would be a good time to at least show you that skill build. And maybe if you weren't a fan of the dodge build I had, and you do happen to have the grinder perk deck, which comes with the Sokol character, so you'd have to have that DLC, you know, you could try it out. I definitely think the Sokol character DLC is worth the money, because that perk deck is awesome. It's really cool. So we will check this out. Let's get into the skills here, and let's see if I can remember everything. Now, in the last build video, I said that I hadn't messed around with Mastermind very much, and now I've been playing with it a lot. I mean, I always thought Mastermind was a great skill set to use, but I just had never used it much. But we use it a lot in this one now. I kind of wrote some things down so I could remember. Okay, so obviously we have to buy this one. This is the medic bag, and that opens up everything else. Now, I believe I spent a point here just because it ends out coming out like that, so I don't waste too many. And then we max this out because, again, I like to use speed. Now, it's not really a dodge build, so I soak up a lot, but we'll check this out and see what we go. We ace both of these for the stamina, and then this one is so it gives your I guess it gives you and your crew stability with pistols and then all weapons, so that's good. And we go to here, and I believe we ace this one as well. Yes, we ace this one as well, Dominator. And this one I like a lot, because some of the heist, like the Alesso heist, if you don't get everyone down, and even if you do, the police will come in there and they'll free them if you don't pay close attention. Or like Meltdown, it's really hard to keep a hostage there. Actually, I don't know if I've ever really seen a hostage there, so I'm sure there is one, but I just don't see him. So it's really nice to have to get your buddy out of custody and whatnot. So we ace Dominator. We also ace this one, Equilibrium, and that I like the pistol ones because lately I've been using a lot of the Leo pistols, so it comes in handy. So you increase your accuracy by 10%, and you can bring out the weapons quicker. So what else does it do? Increases rate of fire with pistols by 100%, so that's really cool too. And then we also do Joker, which is this is a really good one to do too. Do I ace this one? Yes, I believe I ace this one, and it's really cool because you know you can with this one you can convert them, but that's it. So they just kind of sit there. With this one you can or you can dominate them, and then with this one you can convert them to fight on your side, and he kind of follows you around. Now they don't have a lot of health, but you know, at least if he's not just sitting there, you don't have to like protect him, and then you can still trade them as a hostage if that's all you have. So that's a really good one to have as well. Let's see, we ace. Oh, what do we do here? Yes, we ace this one. We ace this out because this is freaking awesome with the pistol. You reload pistols 50% faster and deal 15 additional damage with pistols, which is really cool. This one I really have thought about trying to save some points somewhere else and acing this one, because this comes in handy. It comes in really handy. I mean, if you get hit by a cloaker, you can't do it because you're just automatically like down. But if you just go down from a sniper, or I think with a taser, I guess you would too, I suppose, but we don't really worry about going down from tasers with the builds that we have. But so basically, just for me at least, with this build, the only thing you have to worry about is cloakers still, because if you can kill something, you know, with a pistol, it brings you back. You only have one charge, and then it replenishes after custody, but if you ace it, you get two. So I've thought about it, but I haven't yet, because usually I only need one. And then we ace this, and I've never really used Inspire, but oh my gosh, it's freaking awesome. It's really awesome, and I'm still not really good with it. And sometimes it works really good, sometimes it doesn't work great, but you know what, well, over here, 75% chance to shot them through walls and stuff. So you can do it through walls, floors. You can be pretty far away and it'll work. So I believe that's all we do in Mastermind, but this is where we spent a majority of our points this time. And this is, I'm really happy with this. There's some other ones that I know people would probably like. I know you're probably wondering why not get the two medic bags. Well, I don't know. I just felt like there was other things more important. I can still bring one, and usually there's someone else in the crew that has two, or you can place one. So I don't think that's too necessary for me. I know some people will argue that, but for me at least, this works pretty good for me. Enforcer, we don't spend a lot. We unlock this one like we always do the ammo bag. We always ace this because Payday's basically about moving bags, and you gotta move bags and throw bags. So we ace this. We ace this one. We also do this, and acing oppressor would be really nice because I think that's gonna help a lot with trying to intimidate the enemies and get them to give up, surrender, yield, get them to yield to you. So that's really good. We also did we ace this one? I'm pretty sure we ace this one. We'll see how it comes out. And then we buy this again, stun resistance. So the 25% flashbang reduction is definitely good. 50% would be better, but you know, sometimes you have to pick and choose what you want, and we just stuck with one. And then underdog, where I think I said this weird last time. You can deal 15% more damage, and you also take 15% less damage. So underdog's really cool, comes in handy sometimes. Technician, I know a ton of people don't like this, but we do this. I do this on every single build. Let's see, how's this gonna come out? We will have to ace both of these. I didn't write this one down because it's always the same for me. So let's just see how this comes out. I know we ace this, ace this. We went over this already. So okay, what do we need? We need 4 more points. So we'll ace this. Oh, whoa. Yeah. We'll buy that once, and then we need 5 more points. What do we need? 5 more. Oh, I didn't ace this one over here. Sorry. And then we buy 1 and 1 just for the heck of it. And then we get this. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're wasting all these points. You are, but I can't stand getting locked up by the taser. I have to get away from him. So, I mean, sometimes if you have a crew that you're familiar with, your friends, you know, you can kind of rely on them to help you out if you get hooked up by them. But if you're just playing with random people in a public lobby, they're not always going to be able to do that. So, and I know even without this, sometimes you can get away from him, but sometimes you can't. So it's important to me. Then I don't have to worry about tasers. Then the only thing we really have to worry about is the cloakers. So again, a lot of people don't like this, but for me, this works really, really well. And then we go to Ghost, and I believe we just kind of do the same thing we always do. Let me check here. We buy the ECM jammer, right? Yeah, and then we do cat burglar, so we don't take fall damage. We always kind of do the same thing here. We ace sprinter as well because we want the speed again. This one's handy, but again, we don't do it. And then we just buy the basic one of these, so the walk speed's a little bit quicker. Yeah, that looks about right. So we have 10 points left, and we did a little bit in fugitive. Probably didn't really need to, but I wanted this. This is the only reason I came into here, and yeah, basically that's it. Because we're a freaking bullet sponge, so that's just the way it is. And then what do we do here? We ace this. Did I ace this? Yeah, I think I did. Why did I ace this? Enemies make. I guess that's kind of nice. Enemies making 95% less noise. I don't. How did that work? Did that come out funny? No, that's right. I think that's what I did. Maybe I should have done this one instead, but for some reason I did this instead. I don't really know why. Actually, do I like that? I don't know why I didn't notice this earlier. I think I'd rather do this, but while crouching. Gosh, I thought. You know what? Let's change this. I think I had it like that before, but honestly, I think I'd rather do this. Let's just ace this one out because we don't really worry about our concealment. It really doesn't matter much because this is not a dodge build, so I changed it. Yes, I do have this, and I'll probably change it on my main build because this just doesn't serve a purpose for the way we have it set up. But I'd go with duck and cover instead. The 5% better chance of dodging if you're crouching, and then you can you have a 10%. Well, you get 10% if you ace it to crouch dodge. So that's the build. Are we out of points? Yes, we are. It came out perfect. So there you go. That's the grinder build that I'm playing with right now. Obviously, I told you I wasn't quite happy. I'm happy with it, but I thought maybe I'd tweak it. We just did. We just did right there. So I wouldn't go with this. I'd go with the duck and cover, and I'll see how that works. Again, it's not a dodge build, but 5%, 10% is 10%. Really doesn't matter, and has nothing to do with concealment. So that's a good one to go with. So we'll go over it real quick, and you can pause it if you want to copy it. Mastermind. Most of the points are spent there, like 17, I believe. A little bit in Enforcer, just so we can get this basically. And this comes in handy too, to threaten enemies. Technician, I know you're like, oh my goodness, what a waste of points. But hey, taser, I have to have it. I have to have the taser. And like I said, I think we basically do the same things here in Ghost because we just do. And Fugitive, we really didn't spend many points. Completely opposite of what we have on our dodge build. You're probably wondering, should I ace it so you can aim down sight? But I don't aim down sight a lot. I do sometimes, but I use the little micro laser, and I've gotten used to that. So I rarely will aim down sight unless it's a sniper or something really far away. And in that case, usually I'm not moving. So for me, it doesn't really matter because I don't do a lot of aiming down sight. So that is the grinder skill build that we have, and we'll check out the deck. Obviously we're going to use the grinder deck, and we'll go over it kind of quickly. See, what's really cool about it is it doesn't have to be a headshot. And as you keep going, like you heal two life points, and then here we go 3 life points, and it just kind of keeps building up to, I think it's 5. Yeah, 5 there, or well, I don't know where it was. 5 right there. So you can kind of read it and check it out. But at first I wasn't sure if it would be, if you got kind of overrun, if it would be able to heal fast enough, but it does. It's really cool, and it doesn't have to be a pistol. It doesn't have to be a headshot. You can hit them with nades. If you throw down a fire grenade, a cocktail, and a whole bunch line up in there, your health bar just zooms up. It's really cool, and you can be a low health, like really low health, and gain it back really, really quickly with a nade or a cocktail, or just shooting a whole bunch and hitting something. Headshot damage, more life points. What's this? 1% increased concealment. So it really doesn't matter because we're a sponge kind of. 4 life points. Walk-in closet. Now I said this was pointless, but it's not really pointless because you get 100. Ooh, you get 135% of the normal rate of ammo pickup, which is really important because we shoot a ton. But I think they all have that. Yeah, they all have that. 5% life points and 5% more damage. Does not apply to melee damage. Doctor Bag interaction, but you don't use it because you don't really need it. I don't need health, very rarely, but I don't use this on Death Wish usually. And then 5 life points and piercing enemy armor. So that's the perk deck that we use, and that's why I'd call it the grinder skill build, I guess. So that's that. That's that, and we're back at the main screen. Now again, this one I don't think is quite as important with the weapons you use. I still prefer to use a grenade launcher. Yes, I know I like to use the same weapons over and over again, but that's because I'm happy with them. I'm comfortable with them. The grenade launcher, if your health is really low, just find a spot where there's like 4 or 5 guys balled up and just launch it in there, and your health will just zip right back up. The Leo pistol I like because the ammo pickup's really good on it. It carries decent amount of ammo, and it fires really fast, and the recoil is really low. We do wear the the light vest, the, what is this one? The ballistic vest. We do, and it is upgraded with our skills. So I do use that a little bit. I don't know if it matters a whole lot. And that's basically it. So again, actually, let's check. Let's just see what our concealment is. It's at 13 right now. Again, like I said, I'm using the GL40 grenade launcher and the Leo pistol right here, this one. I know I have a bunch. I have a bunch of duplicates. I don't know why. I think some have lower concealment. I'm not really sure, but this is the one that we use the most, the Leo pistol. And this is DLC for a heist, I think. I think it was a heist and it came with something. I'm not really sure which one it came with. And then we still use the buzzer, and we use the Molotov cocktails. Oh, these are really cool. This is from a new DLC from the, it's a Gauge Weapons Pack DLC, the throwing stars. Those are cool. But yeah, we use the lightweight ballistic vest, and then it really doesn't matter what equipment we bring because we really don't use anything. So it'll either be, if there's not enough ammo, I'll bring ammo. If there's no Dr. Brags, I'll bring 1. If there's no one that has any minis, I'll bring 4 minis. I know it's only 4, but I don't use any because of the grinder deck, so I'll bring 4 of those. But yeah, so that's kind of the setup we have with this. I've really enjoyed this skill build. I actually prefer this one to the dodge. I like the dodge, but I only really use that on Death Wish or like a really hard overkill. It's really cool, but I don't know. Maybe at the end of this, I'll show you a little clip of being super low on health and then trying to get it all back or something, because it comes back a lot quicker than you would think it would. I was apprehensive about it, but it's really cool. So thanks for everything, and you guys and girls are amazing. If you like these skill builds, smash that like button, and I'll try to do another one. I'm still working on a stealth one. Give me a break. I don't have the patience. My fingers are trembling on the trigger when we're doing stealth, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better, and I'm working on a stealth build. I'm working on a tank build too, but it's so hard for me to do a heavy build because I just can't stand being slow. I'm so used to playing quick on your feet, light, and moving around a lot, but I'm playing around with a heavy armor tank build and a stealth build. So if you want to see those and you enjoy these, smash that like button. Lets me know you do, and I can show you those as well. But you guys and girls are amazing. Again, I know I've said it already, you really are. And until the next video, take it easy.